Good evening. Welcome to the Psychic That Plans on the Psychic Coffee Shop Network. I'm Aeson Knight, and with me tonight is the techie with the mostest, but also the one who helps keep this show running. Techie Joe, how are you, darling?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're here.
We're
We've had a good
here,
day.
off.
Um, done some fun things this week. Enjoyed a wonderful Halloween party and a wonderful wedding in
Yeah,
Second Life. Both
that
in
was
Second Life.
interesting. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of the party?
I liked the party. I thought that was highly fun. Um, was that this week too? Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
We
it was
we
a
had. We had Operation Rosebush that evening, but about 1 a.m., we
yeah,
were rocking the spooktacular.
well true. We were doing the whole scream thing.
We were rocking the Scream costume.
Yeah,
That was fun.
yeah.
We both were. Like because now you had a totally different costume in mind,
Yes.
and we still haven't quite figured out what happened.
Um I know what happened. It's on a different bond level. For it to
Oh.
work, I actually have to strip my body down, take my tats off and put the suit on.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was not let me just throw this on. It's a no, I have to go and rebuild me.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't quite have time for that.
No, because building Aeson in Second Life takes a moment.
It does. It does. And we actually do have a fairly accurate representation of an Aeson.
We do, we do. The Aeson I see in my head we have in Second Life.
I know. You get so sensitive about that though.
Hello, Miss Brenda. How are you?
Hey Brenda. But yeah, no. Like you're adorable. Stop it.
I'm
Um,
trying to be adorable.
you know?
Yeah,
But no, so we have built a like if you saw Second Life Aeson in Second Life,
yeah.
you'd be like, okay. Like
Hi,
now that
Aeson.
yeah, like basically, like you could see him in our room and be like, hey,
Yeah,
we know who you are.
right.
So yeah, I'm very different. I think
Yeah.
I'm very aw.
Aw, thank you.
Yes, because we our Patreons did get to see the wedding.
Hmm.
Um,
And the
unfortunately,
scream
the did they?
Yeah, you took shots for them.
Did you share them?
They were trimmed.
Good.
You've done it. You even used one for your Halloween thing for your business.
Oh well, yeah. I sat down at my desk in Second Life, still wearing the costume, and I was like, "How may I murder? You know, Mr. Computers, how may I murder you today?"
Yes.
Because I think that's funny.
Hmm.
But no. So yeah, usually we don't post a whole lot of the party pictures because a lot of the parties that we go to are like mature, like these are adult spaces.
Right.
Because they're fun.
Right.
And I when I say adult, I just mean like there's it's not an all out like online bacchanalia event. It's a little more
Right. Well, not
than
only
just
that, but we want to
going to.
respect the other player's privacy.
We do.
You know,
Um, yeah,
'cause that's a thing.
it is.
It is.
Because yeah, some people like they're very different online. Some people, like Second Life's fun. If you haven't given it a chance, like go give it a chance. It's kind of fun.
And advance yourself, because it is going to be the new takeover.
It is. It's like every time we talk about meta and,
Right.
and like the metaverse,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's basically Second Life.
Right.
Like they're trying to reboot the Second Life concept with, like, you know, the what are they calling that stupid product?
The metaverse.
Is it Akia? Well, it's metaverse, but I'm trying to remember, like, the what Facebook is calling the headset.
Oh, the Oculus.
Oh, is it Oculus?
It is.
They couldn't even rip off a new name for the product that technically Second Life promised us, like, forever ago.
Right.
Like there was literally a point that we thought before 2010
that we'd have the suit. That's what I'm looking for, is the suit.
Oh, we were totally expecting by 2010 we would all be in goggles.
Yeah,
like
see,
hard line to our computers.
Yeah, see, I cannot wait till we have the suit, and this will send everybody off into La La Land. But I think eventually,
so you want the whole upload experience?
I want the whole upload experience. Oh, what was that we recently watched? I actually sat down and watched it with you.
I know we did sit and watch a movie. I'm trying to remember. It's a very odd little movie. Oh gosh. I'm drawing a blank.
You are. Let me tell you.
See the movie, I just can't think of the title.
Okay, because what it was basically about was, having insurance to where they would clone and replace your partner if they died with your description of what your partner was.
Well,
which is an interesting concept.
Well, what they were doing was they were cloning your partner,
but
they would make adjustments to your partner. Like they give you this ginormous questionnaire, and you could fill out like any differences you wanted.
Right.
So that, if the unfortunate were to occur, not only do you get a replacement partner, you get an upgraded replacement partner. So
yeah. But I'm fully expecting that experience that the movie isn't about, weirdly. That the movie is more so popping in about everything else. The movie is about the killing off and replacing a partner and digitally, assassinating you. Yes. However,
there's a little bit of a sideline. No, it didn't come with a remote, just the questionnaire.
Right.
But the sideline story is that the husband has taken a digital lover, like an entirely virtual AI lover.
Right.
And you got to see the movie for how that works. But he meets the guy that created the technology that allowed for the clone spouses. And in turn, it turns out that he can, so to speak, whole cloth, make this digital lover into a real human. And then like this AI-based brain goes places.
Right.
Like it's a very like layered movie. It's sort of like imagine a utopia.
Right.
And then immediately destroy it into a dystopia.
Right. But no, like the whole war, like, the sun was really too bright for humans to be out in. It would burn them, all this other stuff. But the technology is what I've been looking for and what I expect we'll have in 10, 20 years, where it's like a fully suit upload. We have goggles on that has earbuds built into them. we touch a table, we feel the table on our hand, even though we're lounging in a recliner, we can still touch the table and still feel the coldness of the marble.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to see if we can get that movie.
Well, it should be in your watch history. All right. Anyway, we can go green this week, or we can go orange-ish.
I'm kind of done with orange.
Orange. It's been a lot of Halloween. Or we can go black.
Let's go green.
Okay. All right. So let's play with this. But no, so that was fun. It was a fun movie. We've done some fun Second Life events. We went to the Christmas Bazaar this week at Mom's place. That was interesting. You got your jelly fix.
I did. We picked up hot pepper jelly and I believe blackberry.
Yep.
So we have those.
Yeah.
We actually got to the woman who makes those before she was down to like beggars can't be choosers.
Right.
Because she only makes so much.
Right.
And it was cute. She remembered us from last year. It was fun.
Yeah. We took down Mom's Halloween door. We haven't heard if we want or not. We're planning her. And it's so weird. For these places. But, every holiday they decorate their door, and it's like a little contest for a basket of usable items. I mean, it's not like it's unusable.
True.
And, kind of a point of pride in her thing. And Mom made fudge and banana bread, and, she does the plastic canvases, and she had those for sale. And we began the restock of the pantry, which we're building, and that may be when we get into Notion or when we talk about Notion. Some of the benefits of having Notion is we're building, what did you call the database, honey? Because I don't have our notepad in front of us.
Well, I was calling it a staples list.
Yeah, the staples list, because my staples list is probably more different than everybody else's because I like to have about 2 weeks worth of food of everything, that we could possibly need to make food.
Absolutely. Well, and generally that's the idea. Like everyone takes a variant of it.
Right.
Of like how long do you want this to last? Like how much stuff do you want to have on hand?
Right. Well, some people like to have like 6 months. Some people like a month. I like 2 weeks because I figure about 2 weeks, any situation, we will by then figure out what we're doing. I know some religions preach 6 months. And that was a big thing in Sister Wives. Was Christine going to take her part of the family stockade or not? And she's like, I don't want any of it. Like I'm not buying that anymore.
Oh, so do you feel like maybe it was an assigned?
Well, this is when they were doing their disillusion.
Oh, fair enough.
Like she had done the they had done the calculations for how much oats they needed and all that. And granted, our pantry stock would probably last more than 2 weeks. I mean, it would take a lot to get through all the cans of vegetables and all that. But we also do not have a complete storeroom to put everything in. Like our houses aren't built that way here.
Absolutely. Sorry, I was just realizing I currently cannot get into the history on my Prime account because I currently can't log into my Prime account because I can't get into my LastPass.
Oh.
So sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I'm having to fix some things. Because that's freaking me out. Hopefully it's just because I typically don't have to log in very often. But it's kind of freaking me out at the moment. Like that's not a problem I should be having.
Well, it's not, but sometimes I know that they had something about scheduled maintenance up on the thing earlier.
Oh, that's true. I wonder if that's it.
Could be. Okay. So before you lose everything, just chill.
Okay. So looks like I need to try again over here. It opened the link in the wrong browser. It's one that I don't usually log in from.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Sorry, this is a horrible time to have this happen, but it has me freaked out.
No, that's understandable. Especially with your stuff here lately. Okay.
Well, that's currently 2 browsers it can't do, and one of them is always logged in.
Mm.
That's really freaking me out. But that might answer some questions as to what has happened.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is probably where I should have done this before now.
Okay. So we've got some deco in. This week may not get a lot of deco because we're going to try some things. Let's go through here and separate my work blocks. I thought you had two-factor authentication on that.
Well, I do when I'm using the app.
Okay.
And even here it says it's wrong. All right, so this is more involved.
Okay.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, I will deal with that later. Maybe I'm just having a moment.
Or maybe it's having a moment.
This is true. Let's hope for that.
purple, blue. Red. All right, let's start prepping our week. First, let's start with the let's start with my work schedule if we could.
Okie dokie. Let me pop that up. I'll bring my stuff down. All right. So the network side first or all of it?
Network first.
All right. So you'll be starting tonight at 10 p.m. and running till 6 a.m. on Monday.
Okay.
And then you've got 4:30 to 7 p.m.
There is no show. There's
No
modern spirituals this week. It's a holiday in Britain. Apparently, there's bonfires and drinking. So, Hazel's not available.
Ah, fair enough. I mean, bonfires and drinking.
Right. I mean, I can't compete with that.
I mean, I think that's fair.
Okay.
All right. And then you have 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. on Tuesday.
Okay.
2 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
And then we go to Wednesday.
Okay.
3:30 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
Then 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. on Thursday.
Okay.
Then 1:30 to 6 p.m. And 11 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. on Friday.
Okay.
1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay.
11:30 p.m. to 6 a.m. Saturday.
Okay.
10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Sunday. And then we round out with 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. So I think I need to divide the next set of boxes. Before I start putting yours and his schedule in.
Okay.
Okay. So starting with you, you're in Princeton on Monday.
I am. So I'll be leaving here about 10:30, and we're thinking about 6:30 or 7 when I'll return.
Okay. All right, and he works 5
p.m. to 10 p.m.
5 p.m. Okay.
All right. Then his next item is 4 to 8 on Tuesday.
Okay.
He has a telehealth on Wednesday from 2 to 3.
Okay.
And works 5 to 10 on Thursday.
All right. And you are out this morning.
Yep. Friday, I am massage therapist at 11.
Okay. All right. So there's that.
Yep.
Then we go in with our blue. And we have 8 p.m. PCSP. We have 8 p.m. Coffee and tea. 8 p.m. Mountain Bears. And then psychic 8 p.m. Okay. All right, so we got some boxes for some decor. We got some boxes for some stuff.
We do.
Yeah. I think I'm going to. I went green. Did I pull a hustle and heart? Girls. Here's an oldie but goodie. I can fill that in. All right.
I'm doing a little decor.
Cool. I'm doing a little searching for decor.
Ah.
Because a lot of what I have is for the big, and it just sometimes it doesn't matter the size, but when you're working with spacing like this, it can really affect it.
Mm-hmm. I can follow that one.
Oh, what the hell? Let's use this and get rid of the sticker page. Like the payoff will be worth it. There we go. One bit dead sticker. Well, I do have a meeting on Tuesday.
Oh. Nifty. What we meeting over?
That is the keen training that I've got to attend.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't know why that one doesn't want to stick in my head, but
Well, because it's one of those I'm quite sure is going to be an hour of my time explaining something I already know.
mm-hmm.
But
Once more into the breach.
right.
Fair enough.
1 p.m. All right. So we tried moving our meals. That worked about as well as shooting herself in the head.
Well, it wasn't that bad. Like, Jesus, honey.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. You hungry?
Okay, that's fair. Okay, that's fair. Like, I will grant you that.
Yeah. Sorry. No, you hungry? Shoot me in the head. Because he doesn't get hungry. He gets grumpy hungry, and then he gets what's the word I'm looking for here? No opinion, and doesn't have the energy to live, much less the opinion to have one. And it's like whatever.
I
And
don't have the like. I just need the foods.
yeah, so that will drive me up a wall and across the bridge and to suicide. So we're going to try something different, which is trading off on the cooking.
A little bit, yeah.
So the meal plan's
Well,
going to
and
get colorful.
I was gonna say we also kind of like made for a simpler cooking week.
Yes.
Because we did shop together on Saturday.
Yep.
And so we should be doing a little better.
Okay.
Because we got ourselves some options, and they're not quite as intensive as in like we built stuff for like just kicking in the driveway.
All right. So what do you got for Monday, and who's cooking it?
McRibs, and that's me.
Okay. Okay.
Then we have tacos on Tuesday. It's basically cheap Mexican.
Okay. And who's doing that?
I think that one's you. Wait, no, I got that backwards, didn't I? No, McRibs Monday, that's me. Tacos. Tuesday, that's did we decide who was doing cheap Mexican?
On Tuesday, we didn't even plan dinner on Tuesday.
Oh, we didn't even plan for a dinner.
Right. I would say it's me because you decided to block out 2 blocks of work that day.
Oh no. I'm sorry, I knew that went in way easier than it should have.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay, so let me back that out, because one way or another we're gonna have to eat.
Yeah.
So let me rip that one off my calendar. So that was an oopsie.
Uh-huh. And which dinner are we doing? The 6:30, or are we doing dinner at 10?
I think 6:30 makes the most sense.
Okay.
Does it to you?
Yep. So that's me cooking because nope, that is you cooking because you get up from your nap early.
Yeah. Alrighty. We'll take care of that. All right. So then you Wednesday are doing breakfast for dinner.
All right.
And let's see. Thursday is sorry. Let me let you get caught up.
Okay.
That Salisbury steak is I don't think we sat here and decided who was doing what. Like, I know Monday I volunteered for, and then
You're
Tuesday
doing it.
just sends. All right, Salisbury steak is a me.
Yep.
All right, and that's right, because you're on air, I'm not.
Right. You're sleeping.
Yes.
Okay.
Friday we're doing pizza, and that's after the show, and I can do that while you're at the gym, so that's a me.
All right.
Saturday neither one of us is doing it because we're eating out.
Yay.
And then I've got the skillet on Sunday.
Right. Okay. There's that. Okay, and I thought we would talk task blocks.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Do you want to show them yours and talk your way through that while I figure up mine?
Yeah, we can do that. I actually have them up because I do have to make that correction because I did drop 2 hours and I know exactly where to pull them.
Right.
So yeah, let's pop me over. Can I just
screen, remove from screen. There we go.
Yeah, so there we go. All right, so we had planned this out earlier, and I've got this creative writing block that I originally had scheduled for 11 hours, or 11 blocks, excuse me, 5.5 hours. I don't know why I always want to say that wrong. But anyhow, so originally that was 11. I had up to 3 that I could lose. This taking the 2 out for dinner seems like a good exchange to me. So yeah, I just went ahead and took them off creative writing. So what's happening here is this purpley fuchsia, like I don't know how it's appearing on your screen, but the reddish one. I'm going with the goal goal project for a heading and how many total hours because I had 54 when you take out the 2 dinner hours. 54 available this week. And if my math is good, 25, 35 plus 9 should be 34. 34. Oh, wait, did I make a mistake? 25, 35, 44. Oh, no. Did we miss something earlier, or am I just not mathing right now?
That's 25 plus 9. 25 clear. Plus 10.
44. Oh, so I still have 10 more hours.
10 more blocks, yes.
Yeah, well, 10 more blocks, excuse me. So I have an extra 10. So we're going to go ahead and create a little spot for that right here.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 10 extra. I was already kind of having problems with how many I was giving creative writing.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to look and make sure. No, that's 25. So technically, if I needed them, I've got more time to devote over these projects.
Right.
So I'm kind of excited about that. I'd rather have the extra time, and there's some things I can definitely get caught up on.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome. But if I need to throw them
Mm-hmm.
at these 2 projects, the 2 big projects,
Mm-hmm.
then I've got time for it.
Right.
So because I had 56.
Mm-hmm.
How did I miss that? Oh, no, I don't. It's about 10 hours of recurring tasks.
Right.
That's where it went.
Right.
I just forgot to write it in.
Mm-hmm.
If you can tell, I'm still having a little bit of an issue especially when I zoom in like that,
Mm-hmm.
with not catching quite what I'm doing.
Right.
So you guys got to bear with me. I'm finally using it.
Mm-hmm.
it's it's not going perfectly yet, but I'm adjusting and I'm getting there, and I'll get there, and it's going to be amazing. Like I don't know why that just borked my brain, but that's okay. We're getting it fixed. And so we're going to update that total down here for the total available blocks. And then we have the 25 for goal 1, 10 for goal 2. I have to fix this one down here as well. Because we dropped that from 11 hours or 11 blocks to 9. And then the recurring is about 10. Because we had prefigured that one. That's roughly where the recurring goes.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's technically a little more than that, but it's not really. Like it kind of shifts day to day.
Right.
Those recurring tasks, it's not. I budget more time because some days I need it, but I don't use it every day. So
Right.
when you average it back out, it's about 10. So I have a bigger hole in my schedule. Like I'm not using my task blocks specifically to cover recurring tasks.
Right. You're more so using it to balance out the rest so that you're not always on guard.
Yeah, well, basically so that I'm like making sure to have time to work during the week, but I'm not getting so far down a rabbit hole that I just do nothing but work.
Right.
Because that ultimately creates problems later.
Right. Especially
For
for you.
me, for us, for everyone, for the
Mm-hmm.
universe, for you
And
name it,
then you
everyone
just
has.
start doing what I call the hamster wheel.
Oh, the hamster wheel?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, define the hamster wheel. I'm interested.
It's where all you do is you think you're working, you think you're accomplishing something, but you're really not.
Ah, okay. I know I've had some situations where there was some wheels spinning.
Mm-hmm.
So that may be more what you're calling the hamster wheel, is the wheel spin moments where I am working, and it's not that I'm not accomplishing anything exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's that sometimes the tremendous amount of effort that goes in has all of the output of spinning a hamster wheel.
Right.
Like it doesn't really do much.
Right. Well, the hamster is kind of what will affect. It's kind of like when you think you're working and you're working and you're working and you're working and you're working, but no, you're never getting done. The other part of that is people taking control of your day.
Yeah, that's more sidelining.
Yeah.
Like and that's been one of the biggest parts of this, is trying to block out like open call times. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to pop 2 in, didn't I? Because I'll be on the road,
Mm-hmm.
so I can do some open calls on Monday. And this is not a task block. It's just when I can either I'm, so to speak, taking a break, but if I have to do, talk to a client or do, some explanation to a client, so to speak, not real work, but more like people skilly work, then I can do that. I can do that in Drive. I can do that in a lot of different ways.
Right.
So I've been putting in open call times, so that we have those. And I had meant to drop these in earlier, but I did not get a chance. I think I ran away. There we go. So yeah. Sorry, forgot to do those. But anyway, those open call times let me have an opportunity to talk to clients, walk them through things, explain things, and just have a part of my day that's not dedicated to stuff.
Right.
That, if I have to pop in and fix something on their website real quick, I can pop in and fix something on their website real quick. Or I can add it to a task list to pop in and do it later.
Right.
So these are talky times.
Right.
This week's a little light on them.
Mm-hmm.
I do have to say it's a little light on them. Though Monday is kind of, you get 10:30 to 6:30 p.m.
Right.
Like, I don't know what more I could do on Monday.
Well, I have a few opinions on what more you could do on Monday, but that's okay. You can't hoe out the back 40. You can't go and plant a garden. You can't, there's a lot more you could do, but you've got some time there to talk.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't do any of the things you just mentioned and drive a car.
Which you can. It's just back and forth the same direction over and over.
But it doesn't get me from our house
to Princeton.
To Princeton and back again.
Right.
I mean, it would be the same mileage.
Yeah.
Like, if you're thinking of it in those terms, yes, but no.
Right. All right. So let's look at what it looks like for the advisor or somebody that has their day a little bit more call-based or action-based. Yeah. Yep. There we go. So, of course, I plan for the 70-hour week we've got scheduled. That gives me 140 task blocks. Daily task takes me 14 task blocks. The podcast takes me 10. That's the back house work, not the actual being on the show. Goal 1 is for social media planning and creating is 10. And then I'm working on a database for PCSP Network to make us run a little bit easier, be able to track. Uh-oh. All right. I need a break.
Oh, dear. Okay, let me get that up and running, guys. So we'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, this is Sandy Starr. I'm a psychic and I work on Keen, and I have been working on Keen for over 22 years. You can reach me on 01068. I deal with a myriad of subjects, but I do specialize in relationships, marriages, divorces. Is he cheating? Is she cheating? Whatever the dynamic of the relationship is, I will guide you through. I've got amazing radar for cheaters, so I will tell you the truth if he or she is cheating. I can help with any subject you need me to help you with besides relationships, and I look forward to hearing from you. Again, you can reach me through Keen. My extension number is 01068. I really look forward to hearing from you and helping you with whatever you need me to help you with.
Hi, I'm Tracy Van. I'm a psychic medium and I work with tarot cards. I also practice Reiki and access bars. I would like to share with you what a reading with me is like. It is a blended reading of psychic and mediumship, and I deliver these messages exactly as they come through. I'm not going to mince words or add any padding. I am a professional, reliable, and honest communicator. I have readings available anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour. You can book a reading with me at tracyvann.com. That's TRACYVANN.com. And no, I'll always tell you exactly what you need to hear.
Hey everybody, Natalie here from The Pendulum's Path. If you are in need of guidance, direction, spiritual connection, healing, or more, you would come to the right place. I have worked as a psychic and a medium for over 3 years, connecting people from all over the world with their loved ones, giving them insight and guidance into their current situations, their past healings, their blockages, and what they need to know in order for them to have a better future. It would be my absolute honor if you would come to my website at www.thependulumspath.com. Visit my shop. I have a whole bunch of crystals, oils, balms, mystery boxes, and more. And visit my services. I offer 15-minute, 30-minute, and 60-minute sessions. I also have email readings available if you're not comfortable with the one-on-one session with me, or if you just want to try me out. I encourage you to come visit me at the Pendulum's Path, and let's get you back on the right track today.
Hey everybody, Lady Gwendolyn here from Rowan Temple of Light, and I'm here to tell you about our events this summer. First up is Beltane in the Hills, May 13th, and that is from 1 to 6. We have entertainment, we have a bunch of vendors, we have a fairy photo shoot. It's going to be exciting. You having any questions, reach out to Earth Magic or to myself. After that, we have Central West Virginia Pagan Pride, August 19th. That's at Holly Gray Park from 11 to 5 for the day. And we will have Sarah Masters coming down from Pittsburgh to be our keynote speaker. We have some great classes for that. So if you want to get involved, reach out to rowantempleoflight@gmail.com, or just follow us along on Facebook at Rowan Temple of Light, and we look forward to seeing you out in the community. See you there. Hey everybody, Lady Gwendolyn here, and as a certified spiritual life coach and shadow practitioner, I have thrown together everything that I have learned to develop a program that works for healing our shadow self and focusing on how we're going to heal ourselves for the future. I work with different types of energy work, such as EFT, TFT, and EFT energy, Reiki, access bars, and power forms. I've put them all together to create my own system that works. We also work with the tarot and the oracle. So I'm not just an energy worker and a healer, I'm a psychic as well. So you can go to Lady Gwendolyn Healing, find out all about me, and book with me on there. I love you guys, and I will see you out there.
Welcome back, Goblins! My name is Jason, and I am the host of the Esoteric Book Club, a podcast that examines titles on the magical, paranormal, the mysterious, and the strange. I release 2 episodes a month, in which I review books on esoteric topics, recap news of the weird, and conduct interviews with authors, practitioners, and experiencers. The Esoteric Book Club can be found on every major podcast service, or can be streamed directly from esotericbookclub.org.
Hi, I'm Aeson Knight. I've been working as a psychic for more than 20 years. I was born with psychic gifts at the age of 3. And with that, I'm able to help you with your love. Relationships get very complicated. I help you understand what's going on, where it's headed, where your next love is, what the lesson is, and how to improve that. I also work in career and dealing with career fields and different job opportunities and things you would like to experience in your life. I use the tarot. My favorite deck is the Gilded Tarot. That's what I normally grab. But I also read angel cards. I also read Ascended Master cards. And I use astrology and numerology in your readings. All that tied in together with my clairvoyant skills, I'm able to get in there and answer your important questions quickly, clearly, and fast. I look forward to talking to you. You have a great day.
Hey everybody, Lady Gwendolyn here, and as a certified spiritual life coach and shadow practitioner, I have thrown together everything that I have learned to develop a program that works for healing our shadow self and focus.
All right, we are back. Sorry, guys. For those who are wondering, I had a tongue ring problem.
Yes, it malfunctioned.
Yes. I didn't break it, but it came loose. This happens for some reason. Whenever I have one problem with one, and now it feels out of place, even though it's right in place. One set of jewelry, the rest of them give me problems.
There is that. But no, I'm sorry. Like, I was having a whole moment there because I thought you broke a tooth on air.
Right.
And I was like, oh, sweet Jesus, of all the moments to have that happen.
No. And yeah, that I probably would have just kept on going.
Added to your mystique is the vampire, just blood running down your face through the rest of the show.
Oh, please. Who bleeds that much during getting their teeth broken? Like, no. But no, like, sorry, there are some things I will not show on air, and one of them is replacing my jewelry because it's technical as heck.
It is a little technical. It is.
Yeah.
Brenda's like, you and your piercings this week.
We go through this.
Girl, tell me about it.
Yeah.
And it is. It's like every couple of years.
Every couple of years.
Like, everything runs fine. Everything runs fine. The jewelry and the piercings and all of the stuff is fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, every 2 years, you just have this week where it's like whatever can go wrong goes wrong.
Is wrong.
With the piercings.
This is why we keep on hand extra body jewelry, extra tongue jewelry, all of it. Right.
So, yeah, we everyone survived.
Yes. Nobody murdered. Nobody got a ball stuck in their throat.
My blood pressure went up for a second, but it's okay.
It's okay. Your blood pressure can go up.
Well, yeah, because I was trying to, like, I'm sitting here like, oh my God, he broke a tooth. Because that's, like, let's talk about this just for a second. I know we're running the show a little bit with this, but that's always been, like, one of the reasons why I don't have, like, a tongue piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Was I was always scared to death. I would be the kind of person who, with the way that I talk, would slam that jewelry into my teeth so hard I'd just bust one.
See, that's just it. My jewelry rarely hits my teeth, but mine is also pushed back some.
Mm-hmm. But it's somehow ingrained in my head, just this idea that you're gonna say something one day and just smack it into a tooth and bam.
No, like it rare. Like I've got to force it out to come out of to hit my tongue. My tongue ring to hit my teeth.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's well, and while I know this, you would think I know this. I don't know. I have this weird thing that's like, oh my God, did he break a tooth? Did he? Please don't tell me he broke a tooth.
Oh, Brenda just thought the cat did something again.
Oh, we could have avoided a whole explanation and blame the cat. Great.
Oh, please. Y'all guys know if the cat does something, she's getting picked up and thrown to her bed. Okay. And, that's just how it is. We go on. Like, in the beginning, it was like, oh my God, the cat done something. Oh my God. Now we barely pause in conversation as I vacate her from my space or off my leg.
Unless she kills a keyboard.
True, but she's how she kills keyboard. She normally gets catapulted first.
Yeah, and then there's a whole like expletive string, and then there's a mad dash to figure out, like, do we have another keyboard? Is it a usable keyboard? Do we need to make a more?
Right. All right. So back to my task blocks. So I have 140 task blocks in my schedule because I'm working 70 hours this week. but we have to, and I'll show you the gauging later. But the daily tasks take 14. The PCSP takes 10. Goal 1, I'm giving 4 to because it's just writing blog posts. Social media takes 10 because I'm going to have to like work on some campaign stuff there, which our baristas know about. And then PCSP database. This is so that because we've got authors booking months and months ahead, I need to have an easier way to keep up with their information. So that's 52 task blocks. Then you have to count in the 80 task blocks I'm giving to calls and chats.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where my task blocks gets fuzzy is I could be working on daily tasks and get a call, and it lasts 30 minutes to an hour. So that's technically 2 task blocks. But I was only into a quarter of a task block on my daily tasks. So where does that come from? And it comes from the call base and lets everything else go.
Mm-hmm. Well, because you also can overload those just a touch because you have network in time and network out time. And so there's a little bit of a buffer there.
Right.
That, like, if you schedule a block and you really only need 15 minutes, then the first 15 minutes you're loading into the network, or the last 30 minutes you're getting out.
Right.
Typically, you can overload.
Right. And then my rules of action: 8 hours sleep a day we scheduled, 4 times at the gym we scheduled, 1 date visit we scheduled, 1 house meeting we scheduled. Yay, we met all our action rules this week.
We did. I think we were struggling with those last week.
We were struggling with gym, especially last week, but I actually needed time off because I had pissed off my shoulder muscles.
Yeah, which I think this is worth sharing. We actually went Friday and got you x-rayed because we've been having some concerns whether you were having issues like skeletally with your shoulders or your back. And so he got x-rayed. It was all clean.
Yeah.
Like, he hasn't broken nothing. He doesn't have any weird like osteophytes or anything like that going on. So basically, at some point, you kind of overdid it at the gym and tweaked something, and it got mad, and it stayed mad. So, yeah.
So I had to take some time off there. All right. So now it's time to look at Digital Land. But before we do that, I should probably pull the 3 card for the week.
Oh, yes, please. We like 3 card.
Yeah. Okay. So first up is the Wheel of Fortune. Time for fate to take its choice. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You sometimes have to realize that that includes kicking drama mama out of your house or letting the drama pass through. Great. Let the drama roll. Here it goes. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be the fat cat or the one, the 10 of cups, where you actually are the one that has worked and gained your goals by not feeding into the drama. So this week will be a lot of talk. It'll be a lot of letting fate just, that's the natural course. You don't clean your house. The natural course is dirt builds up. Don't be causing drama about it.
Okay, that's the 9 of Cups, right?
Yeah, 9 of Cups.
Okay.
6 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune.
Okay. I just wanted to double check.
Yep.
So, yay.
Yay.
Well, doesn't sound like a bad week. Doesn't really sound like the most promising week unless, like, you're on it. Like, if you got your stuff going and running and rocking, then it sounds like it might be a pretty decent week.
Yes.
Go get your just desserts.
All right. So let's look at your decor for the week, and you can talk us through how you planned your week.
All right. So, so far I've gotten Monday decored. I'm trying some new stuff. So it's a little different. It's similar to yours. I'm using some of the blocking.
Right.
And creating individual spaces instead of staring at the ugly black lines.
Right.
And then I'm using this daily icons, which that'll pop up here in just a second. There we go. We got a lot of them. Like this is a 200 pack of icons. So
Right.
I'm trying to incorporate some of those and see what I think. And as well as keeping like my sticky notes. I'm also trying to block out, like we're doing in the digital world,
Right.
in the digital calendar for my daily schedule. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to reflect some of that here.
Right.
I haven't quite decided. I'm loving, actually, is what I should say, the fact that now when you create a box,
Mm-hmm.
it also does a light color transparency fill.
Oh, cool. So you automatically have your boxes.
I do.
Yeah.
There we go. So I'm loving that on the new GoodNotes. I gotta say that's one feature on the new GoodNotes I'm using the crap out of.
Right.
Because it's also I did ditch the well, I'll go ahead and show you the sticker version of the task list
Mm-hmm.
that I was using, which was this one.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually gone through a couple, but this was the one I was kind of liking, but I'm not loving.
Right.
Because it's built for time and it takes up a lot of space.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to ditch that and just go back to actually creating a list, and I decided to swap it on color based on whether it's a recurring task or it's a new task.
Right.
As in, like, this isn't part of my recurring daily. This
Right.
is something that like has to go into open call, has to find a task block, has to do something.
Right.
So yeah.
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 Yep. And you're playing with washi tape, which is cool.
Yes, that actually comes from this sticker book. And while it tries to make the washi look real,
Mm-hmm.
I have to say the short segments kind of suck.
Okay.
And like there's some of these I can't use. Like I cannot use that one anywhere.
That would drive you crazy.
Yes, it would. Well, because I mean, it's not enough,
Right.
yet it is also too much.
Right.
So there's nothing I can do with like that particular one, but I can use some of these other ones. Like I'm using I think it's this glitter one in the center.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I'm using that one, and I combined it with this one.
Mm-hmm.
So
Which is
that's what's, yeah, I'm
yeah.
liking the color combo.
Yeah.
Now they are a little stretch. Thankfully, when you pull out a little bit, it doesn't show up as bad. You get the glitter effect, and you get at least the idea of the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Versus when you like, because you can see it more when you zoom in.
Right.
But the glitter one does kind of deform a little bit until you back out.
Right.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I've learned to adjust that.
Mm-hmm.
I would love, and I need to spend some time to do it,
Mm-hmm.
to find an actual, real, honestly usable, lovable
Mm-hmm.
washi tape.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, so far that's been the struggle bus
Mm-hmm.
of like trying to search Etsy for digital stickers and iconography and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
To do the digital pages,
Right.
is finding like washi,
Right.
is finding stuff that like the stickers are a lot easier,
Uh-huh.
but when it comes to like planner decor,
Mm-hmm.
that gets a little harder, especially if you need it to like conform to a space.
Right.
And because most of these are built for and they show an example over here. Let me get there. Of how to composite them. Oh, come on. There we go. is this is what they actually plan for you to do with the washi.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, I don't love that. That
No.
doesn't bring me joy.
That's not what I would do with it either.
Yeah, I'm like, and I've tried it. You guys saw me try that with the original version of the daily routine
Mm-hmm.
and like taping the card in. And I flippin' hated the wasted space. It was killing me.
Right.
It was just absolutely killing me.
Right.
So we've ditched that.
Right. And and that's the other thing is it's digital space. You can do what you want with it. But no, I would, highly recommend you like typing in HP90 and seeing if it comes up with any sticker kits.
Oh, that might be a good search.
Because I know that there is an HP90 sticker kit.
Really?
Yeah.
That is wild. All right. You know what? I'm actually going to throw that on for tomorrow because that's actually a road task.
Yeah.
Where's my alphabet today? All right. I will look that up.
Yeah.
Cool. I hadn't even thought to look for that because I really hadn't thought about the different planners having their own sticker kits. Like this is specifically built for this.
Mm-hmm.
Had not thought about that.
Yeah. I'm thinking I really like the HP90 planner. I also like the Moxie Life planner. And I'm thinking I may try Moxie Life Digital for my personal. Because it works a lot like they're two, like Moxie Life is really built for personal life and like setting personal goals and that type of thing. HP90 is great for professional, and like I don't know where we're headed with that, but since HP90 is working great for you, now you're getting into it. I'm wondering if I want to show Moxie Life or if I want to just go find something else. Because I don't know if I want to buy Happy Planner again. I know I don't want to do Aaron Carndren. I think I do need I still need this week, the paper week. I just don't know the formulation I need the paper week because I've tried Notion on a weekly basis. We tried that last week. It was a fail.
I didn't realize you were trying Notion for a week. Oh, no, that's right. I remember you setting that up now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So that was just like a complete like hard stop fail?
Yeah. It's great for like, all right, let me see if I can share and we'll talk our way through this.
Okay.
Come back over here. Window. So this makes perfect sense in a sense. This is everything I used to have on my daily sheets. Mm-hmm. But when you get to a week, because of how much I do, it just blows up.
Okay.
Like it doesn't hold. Because these all pop out a week at a time and show a week on a calendar view, and it just
ew.
Yeah.
I think I'm starting to see what you're saying there. Yeah. Like basically take your entire 7 days, multiply it all out by however many tasks and items and things,
right,
and then vomit it onto a page.
Right.
Ooh. Ick.
Let's go into this week's review, and it will. Full page. Can you do anything with that?
No. Oh, goodness. I think the only thing I could do with that is take one look at it and be like, well, I'm taking vacation.
Yeah.
Like, not to be rude, but I think that borderlines on that moment where I wrote out my entire like to-do list
Mm-hmm.
and just went for page after page after page.
Right.
And then basically had a mini meltdown.
Right.
Because it's like, I can't do all that.
Right. Because what it does is it brings in our shared calendar, which you guys, in all honesty, you guys know that we use a digital calendar. It's a poly household. We have a digital calendar.
Yes. And that's not even all the items.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'm going to flip on everything.
Yeah. Like, we have progressed to a point you cannot actually functionally use it if you turn everything on. Like, you basically have to, like, pull it in a couple of layers at a time. Because if you look at that, it looks like a crazy patchwork quilt.
Right.
Which probably is a great metaphor for our life. It's kind of a crazy patchwork quilt.
Mm-hmm.
Of a lot of different things for multiple people, all going on simultaneously.
Right.
And trying to figure out how to make sure everyone has the things they need when they need them, how they need them, including enough sleep.
Right. So, normally I set with, well, I don't need your work calendar. I do need your offensive calendar, and then I need my 3 offensive calendars.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what mine normally looks like. However, I can't function I'm still in that need for paper. So we're going to be figuring out what I'm doing with paper next month. Like, I don't want a bullet journal.
Yeah, you did that, and you actually did really well with it. But visually, you did really well with it.
Right.
But functionally, it was driving you nuts.
Yeah, functionally, it was driving me nuts, and I think that's because I was trying to do the daily pages that I really needed Notion for. Like, I think I found a tool that handles one part of the micro net of what it takes to support me. And then, we were talking during our meeting, and it's like, I've got to get clocks where I see them, because my time blindness is getting worser and worser and worser and worser.
Yes. No clock, no clue.
Exactly.
I think it's probably like, and it sounds bad when you say it that way, but it's functionally true.
Right.
It's like, if he doesn't see what time it is, he has no clue what time it is or how long something has.
Right.
What its duration has been.
Yeah.
Like, we can start talking at 4:00, and if he can't see a clock, we can talk till like midnight.
Exactly.
And so it kind of becomes a thing of like, I either have to wear a watch, hold my phone, or stare at his computer monitor.
Right.
So that I see what time it is, and I can be like, honey, if you're getting a nap,
you need to get a nap.
You need to go now.
Right.
Like, you've run down the clock. You're going to be going to take your nap 5 minutes before air.
Yeah, and we've tried that. I mean, that's what's occurred. So we're getting better at that.
Mm-hmm.
And finding, like, Notion as a daily page, a daily planner is perfect, because it can do all the repetitive crap that I need my brain to remember that's never going to store there.
Well, and it's wasted space. It's wasted mental effort.
Right.
Just to have a tick.
Right.
I did that.
Right.
Like, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
And more to the point, it's not even worth that. It sometimes it takes longer to write it.
Mm-hmm.
Every single day.
Right.
Than to do it every single day.
Well, not only that, but you want to make sure that you're not collapsing things. You understand? Like, when you're writing, Like, example, keen maintenance is one task, but it's actually 32 parts.
Oh, it's more than that at this point, isn't it? Because there's the yesterday message, the 5-day message, the 1 month message, the 2 month message, the 3 month message, the sprouting.
Okay.
At least.
So like 6 times 6 is 36.
36. Plus 6 more because I do it 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So yeah, 42 items.
Right.
Is what I'm technically doing each week. But I'm doing 6 per day. Times 4 clients.
Right.
So yeah, if you were to bring that up in a weekly view on Notion, I'd quit.
Yeah.
Like, I'd take one look at it and be like, I can't do all that. I can.
Right.
And it takes me about an hour. It's not horrible.
Right. But like, it's the organizational side of it that's different.
Yeah. Well, and if I had to sit there and check each of them off, it would literally at some points take me longer to check it off than it takes me to do it.
But here's the thing for me. For me, I have to have those checks or don't get done.
Yeah. Well, at this point, I like for that one specifically, I've got a process because actually that's not even the end of it. Because keen maintenance also includes like a whole like account sort, like all of the unassigned accounts and the new customers, and then going back through that on the front end system, as well as taking care of first time callers for 3 out of 4 of you.
Right.
So there's a lot of little pieces. Individually, they're not that time consuming, but times 4 clients,
right,
yourself included, it's an hour. It's a solid hour.
Right.
You know. So yeah, there's but then I do break out the things that it's like if I forget to do that today. Oh holy hell.
Right.
Right.
So it takes a bit, when you're managing multiple accounts, multiple places. I'm on 11 different networks, all 11 of them. Now, some of them, all you got to do is take calls. Others, you got to do other things. Like it's just expected that you send a blog article or you do an email or you do a thank you letter. Like it's part of their network. Like this is the job you do. And a lot of psychics, I think, miss that idea that this is how you make your money. This is what makes you a success on that network. But they don't account for all this in their working.
Yeah.
They're like, well, I work 15 hours a week, but then I got to write 3 blogs, 4 podcasts, and send 3 emails. But I'm only on call. I only got 15 hours to talk time. But you had all this other.
Well, I don't even know that it's quite that, and maybe it is, but I think for some, they get sold on the idea that this is a part-time gig, and you can do it in your spare time, and they expect all those spare time hours to make them money, which they can, if you also account for doing the other things,
right?
So you won't get to use all of that spare time to make, to take calls to make money.
Right.
But if you do the things like take, like a half hour a day and do the things, you can take the rest of that time and make a lot more money than if you don't.
Right.
Yeah. Like you can spend the same amount of hours there.
Exactly.
And make less.
Right. Because you have to be active. All right, guys. That's what it is. I am off.
You're off center.
I'm off center. I'm off kilter this whole show, guys.
Oh no.
Oh well. We'll work on that. Like we're still working with the new setup. I really want to get a new tripod for the planner cam. But no, like, I don't know if I'm going paper this year. Well, now that my dailies are out of my planner, that opens up a lot of planner types for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. We're using the standard 3-block system from Happy Planner.
And doing well with it. Like, you're liking it.
I'm liking it. You know, the way we're breaking it up, I wondered if I wanted color block, because I could do color block, but I don't know if they've done a classic in color block. Like, there's some different planners that I am now optional for because I've moved my daily pages to digital.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to move. Huh? Yes, dear.
Oh, I was going to say, even for the weekly, you could almost do the teacher planner if you had the extra 3 months in it.
Right.
Like, because that would give you the segments of your day.
Right. True. It could. We will see. We will see. You know, we're going to probably experiment through December. So, you know, Joe will do some punching and some cutting. Because you can find all the templates out there and create your own. But my biggest gripe has always been my gripe about paper quality.
That's I don't think there's enough talk about that in the planner community.
Right.
And the paper isn't really always there.
Mm-mm.
Like,
look, everyone is all about this Sterling ink planner that's printed on wet Bible paper. Like, I'm sorry. I've yet to see an ink pen that doesn't go through it.
Oh, but if you need a Kleenex, it's
I
still
don't even
won't
think
work
that
for
would be a good Kleenex. I really don't.
Like, you'd blow your nose right through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Hobonichi Weeks, same damn problem.
Mhm.
Like, I want to know what their affiliate pay is at this point.
But don't you remember, though, like, I don't know, like 20, 30 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
we all bought those really cheap, like, planners that they all had that.
Mm-hmm.
That really thin, you could, like, it did not even hardly block light.
Right.
And we used them, and we just, like, that's what was available.
Yeah, you know what I was using at that time?
Oh, no, what were you using?
Spiral notebook and pen. I was bullet journaling before bullet journaling was cool.
Fair enough. Like, I got lucky. I know my high school produced a pretty decent student planner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they combined our student handbook and a planner.
Right.
So we would all be sort of forced to use them and carry them and know.
Right. Right.
And they were actually decent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like them better than what you like. I forget what they were. It was a real popular brand back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
But you know the one I'm talking about, and it, like, it had the spiral bind, and like every business had one.
5-star?
No, not a notebook. I'm talking about a like a planner or appointment calendar. Like, they made a whole line of product.
Mm-hmm.
I think the
At a
company's
glance.
still in business. At a glance, thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's exactly what you're talking about. The, like, you know, you can't even use it as a Kleenex, but we all used it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, most people.
I used the notebook. I have to have good paper quality. I have to have some I want pre-made structure.
No, I can get it. I can get
Yeah.
it. I think that was a large push towards, like, personal digital assistants, because
Mm-hmm.
like, I hopped on that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but I don't think digital is the full way to go. It's a part of my system. It's not the whole system.
yeah, I think you have to engage a different part of your brain for it to all make sense.
Right.
And I think most people do.
Yeah. All right, guys. You guys have an amazing week. We will be back at Tuesday at 8 p.m. on PCSP Network for the Psychic Coffee Shop. And we have a guest this week, Kim Calabell, with her new book, it looks like. So we'll be going over that and talking with her some.
Wonderful.
Good night, y'all.
Alrighty. And of course, we want to thank Beverly Walker, Mika G, Kathy, Mary Winfield, Brenda, Shannon C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Charles Shaw, Tracy Van, Caitlin Bell, and Devin. If you'd like to learn more about us, the show, or how you too can become a Patreon sponsor and receive all the wonderful benefits our baristas receive, please visit us at PCSPnetwork.com.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Good night.